Hi, I'm Monty McKinnon. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about scrapers, as you saw in that little gimbal movement across my workbench where I showed all these scrapers that I'm using. Let me just explain a couple of these before we get into my homemade scraper. First of all, scrapers come in different thicknesses and you can buy them at Stumac, LMI. You can buy these at Lee Valley. They're readily available. Notice how stiff this one is. It's nice and thick. I can't bend it very well, but it's got a little edge on it, and you use this on the side of your guitar. And sometimes, like I did the other day, I spilled some French polish on my workbench, and look at this. This is what you do. You just take a little bead, and I very carefully remove that, the sawdust, and sometimes if it's dull, you get sawdust. Sometimes, of course, when it's sharp, you'll get yourself some curling wood, and that's what you're looking for. We'll talk about sharpening in another video, but in the meantime, let me show you some of these others. This is a bigger scraper, and this bends, and that's how you use a scraper. You don't take it like this and just push it back and forth. You actually bend it, and then when it's bent, you do that. So this bend ends up curling up what it is that you're trying to flatten out. They come in different thicknesses. This one, for example, is so incredibly thin. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? And this one is not so pliable, but it still moves. Here's another scraper that I use. This one, of course, is cut like the concave and the convex here. So let's say my hand is the neck. You can put this along here like this and scrape it this way and get this very nice curve transferred to the back of the neck, which is something you probably want to do. The other end is used for a recurve, and a recurve is this part of the guitar in here where it comes down. It comes from the top down like this, and it starts coming back up. It recurves back up. So that could be used in there, as can these kind of scrapers, which I tend to use more often. So these would go into there and give you a perfect recurve on perhaps a jazz guitar, or there's a host of places that you would use that, and depending on what you're trying to curve, those are the ways you would do it. This particular scraper is from Stumac. They distribute this. They've got a smaller one than this. This won't bend at all. This requires you to just turn it over a bit and slide it back and forth, and it works extremely well. Again, we got another nice taper here and another taper here. Depending on what you're working on, you'll use one side or the other. Now, let's talk about these scrapers. This is what you saw me using on the guitar hanging behind me here the other day on the side. And I was going over the guitar like this. And this is simply the blade from a jointer, and it's been filed down on the pointed edge so that it fits in nice and smooth, and then 2 set screws are added here just to hold it in place. I then take this over to the grinder and run it along until I get it like a skate. And I'm actually thinking of taking these to the people in town here who sharpen skates and get them to put that in there so that they can do that like so, and it'll give me a great edge. So I'm tempted to do that. This is another homemade. I bought this. This came from my mentor. He made this. And you'll see that it's chamfered. You can't see that because of the material, but it's chamfered. It's on a slope like this, and it's on a slope on this side. It's done the same way with the set screws. This is the piece I just cut on the saw, and you can see it was yay long. I cut it shorter to match this particular piece of steel, and I will keep this because I'm going to make another one, a smaller one. I'll get a piece of steel so that it fits in like that, and it's going to be good because you can't have too many scrapers. They are the most valuable tool in your shop. Now this one, obviously I drilled a hole through here for no more purpose than to hang up, and on this side I put in 3 set screws. Now, a set screw is a small screw, and I had a couple of them around here and I couldn't find them. So what I did, Mike, is I went online, I went to Amazon and I ordered 300. That's how many are in this package. I don't need 300. I'll never use these in 2 lifetimes. But anyway, there they are. I put 3 of them in here, drilled the hole. You take your Allen wrench and you simply turn it around. Now the Allen wrench, metric, I've got imperial, and I've got I have no idea. So I take my metric and I put it into here and I just simply screw it into the hole, and it makes the thread as it goes in, and it tightens up the blade. I then take this, run it across in front of my grinder, and I grind a nice flat edge, and I can tell you that this edge is very, very sharp. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a good edge. All right, so that's it on the scrapers. They're not hard to make. This, by the way, was scrap walnut that I had in the shop. And you saw that I did nothing more than just run the saw over the edge of this thing just to put that slot in there and then curve it in. It's as simple as that. So that's it for me today. Thank you very much to those of you who have purchased my book. Well, that's the way I see it. I really do appreciate that. It makes a great gift at Thanksgiving or at Christmas. But what is really important is, would you please put down on Amazon a review on the book. Tell me what you think of it. Tell other people what you think of it. If you don't like it, tell them that. If you do like it, tell them that. I don't buy anything on Amazon without checking out the reviews, so I'd appreciate it if you would do that for me. So thank you very much, friends. I'll see you in the next video.